It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview Mascon Mullins from UMO Assistant Basketball. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you got started coaching in basketball?
Yeah, so growing up, my father, who's actually the head coach at Pitt Community College, I watched him as I grew up. You know, he was making positive impacts on young kids' lives and, you know, being that type of father figure and stuff like that and just making a great impact. And so growing up, I was like, what better way to make an impact on kids' lives and help change lives, you know, through the game of basketball. And then my passion for basketball, I mean, just kind of collided and just, boom, here we are. I'm a college basketball coach.
Can you talk about how you got started coaching at UMO?
So basically, I was at UNC Pembroke as student assistant, then moved on to coach at junior college at Pitt Community College with my father, and then ended up going to be a graduate assistant at UNC Greensboro. And then from there, I ended up here at the University of Mount Olive, just networking and building a relationship with Coach Higginbotham. And I saw opportunity on his staff, and you know, I was like, there's no better guy to go work for and grow with than Coach Higginbotham.
Can you talk about coaching under your father when you were at Pitt and how that was like?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, just that family-like atmosphere. You know, just working for your dad, not too many people can say that. Now, I'll tell you this, my dad wasn't like, you can't stay under me forever. But, you know, he was able to he continued to groom me and make me a more mature. And, you know, it was just an awesome experience. It was great for my family. You know, just me being from Greenville, Pitt Community College in Greenville. So, you know, my grandparents lived there. You know, so just having that experience and just having my family there and watching us two go to battle against somebody else was just an amazing family feeling.
How was the feelings like on game day with both of y'all as the same coach for the same team?
It was just you're going to war with somebody that you love, you know, and you want your dad, you know, it's my father, so I want him to be successful. So, you know, anything I could do to make him successful just brought me gratitude and just brought me happiness. So whatever I had to do when we had to go to war against somebody else is what I really loved about it, just helping my father succeed. That was the most important thing.
Now that you're at UMO, how does it, like, on game days whenever y'all play Barton? I mean, whenever y'all play Pitt on game days, how does that, like, knowing that you're going to go play against your dad, how does that prepare you?
Yeah, you know, playing against my dad would be it was going to be fun. First and foremost, just, you know, and my mother was like, with the developmental team, my mother was like, you can't go. No, y'all can't play each other. No. And I was like, Mom, it's okay. This is going to be fun. I mean, how many people get to say they get to coach against their dad, no matter the level? How many people get to say that? And so I thought it was going to be really fun. Hopefully we're able to do it, especially with this COVID situation, but I think we'll be able to do it, and I'm looking forward to it.
What do you plan on achieving as the assistant coach at UMO?
Well, when I speak of achieving anything, the most important thing is the team, and the team achievement is my achievement. And I think this past season, the amount of growth that we made and the development that we took steps in that player development in that piece. You know, I think we did a great job in non-conference, and we'll continue to build on that. And I think there's more to achieve with this team coming back. And so I'm excited for what's in store for us here at University of Mount Olive, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I plan to achieve more than we did last year.
Who are some of your key players that are coming back?
We have a junior, Michael Brown, Ford, Johnny Hughes from Fayetteville Tech. He'll be returning for his senior season. I think everybody else can contribute in ways that, that everybody should step up. Everybody should have gotten better. And so I think the depth that we'll have, but really relying on those two key guys and, the supporting cast, which I don't even call them a supporting cast. I call those guys, all of our guys are players, and they can go be players and go make plays.
Can you talk about the recruitment process at UMO and what that is like on the D2 level?
Yeah. So, with us here at UMO, our academic piece, we're a private institution. So the first thing is the academics. Coach, we find a kid through contact or email or something of that fashion. And, we're first thing we're asking is, where's that kid's transcripts? Where's that kid's transcripts? Where is it? And once we receive that from that process, we evaluate. We go out and evaluate. We're going to evaluate. We're going to learn everything about that kid, from what he likes to drink, what water, hopefully it's water, and that no sodas and stuff like that. We're trying to find out every detail that we can about that kid, every relationship that kid has. We're trying to learn everything about him. And from there, you go through the process of the evaluation piece, and then we get to, getting the kids to campus, getting them on campus, showing them what Mount Olive has to offer, that family-like atmosphere, the academic piece, the ball piece. We try to bring them on campus so they can see themselves and how they fit here at UMO. And then from there, goes, and then hopefully we make them a Trojan. And and we're 100% on that. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding on that. But that's how much we evaluate. That's how much we put into a kid that we're evaluating, a kid that we want to be a part of our program. We think as a staff that we have 100% chance to get that kid.
Can you talk about, like you said, bringing in them? So, can you talk more about the official visit and what that is like with not having, for example, football as a kind of substance to bring them into?
Yeah, so usually with official visits, we'll bring them in, pay for the hotel, stuff like that, and bring them on campus. And then they kind of go through the piece of, we don't have football, so we don't have that Saturday, hype, stuff like that. But, we'll bring them on campus. They'll meet certain people and certain administrators and, hang out with our guys, really get to know our players. And just kind of take them through, give them a tour of campus, and make sure that they know that Mount Olive is a great place to be, and it's such a great family atmosphere that this is a place that you wouldn't want to not come. And that's kind of how the official visit takes place. And you get your little jar of pickles as you leave.
Do y'all do more official visits during the fall or during the spring whenever you have baseball? That baseball is a big part of Mount Olive?
Well, it kind of depends on the kid. When are you making a decision? Sometimes we do official visits during the season. So they come and watch. They may come the day before, watch practice, go meet with administrators. We're prepping our guys as assistant coaches, doing the visits. Maybe that Saturday we're playing. They'll come watch that game Saturday, meet with some other people, and leave on. It just depends on when that kid's making a decision. If they want to make a decision early, then they come in the fall. If they want to make a decision in the spring, usually we'll do that official visit closer to the decision date and things like that.
Do y'all let them try on jerseys
we do Photoshop. We do photos, graphics, and stuff like that. So, yeah, they get to put on the jersey and get what it feels like to be a Trojan. And then we tell them, hey, this could be your jersey for 4 years. So let's make it your jersey for 4 years.
Can you talk about coaching in the conference that you're in, the Central Carolina Conference?
Yeah, Conference Carolinas is a great conference. I think it's great basketball. I think it's great coaches. I think there's great players in this league. From top to bottom, I think that the additions of UNC Pembroke, Francis Marion, and Converse College and the men's basketball program, I think it makes it even better. And our commissioner is doing a great job, and I think just the brand of basketball that's being played is great academic institutions as well. I think that Conference Carolinas is a great conference to be a part of, and it has a really bright future.
How does it feel whenever y'all go play games like, for example, you played at Carolina one day, State another, and then I think aren't y'all playing at ECU maybe one time in the future?
Yeah, in the previous years, we'll go play those exhibition games and things like that. And we'll play against – last year we played against NC State. And it's just a great experience for our guys to know that this is what we have to do to be successful. And I think it allows it's a great challenge for our guys to know that this is what we have to work on. I think that's what we take most from it is, guys, we've gotten here. This is where we're at so far. Let's see if we can build on it and be able to play great come March. That's the goal when it comes to those type of games. But those are great experiences as well for our guys.
Whenever you're out on the recruiting trail, how difficult is it whenever a player, like, for example, doesn't think that they're a D2 or D3 material?
It gets challenging, but like I tell any kid, if you're presented an opportunity, you at least listen. I don't care if that's Division I. I don't care if it's NAIA. I don't care if it's Division III. I don't care if it's junior college. There's great basketball through all levels of basketball. And so, you tell us that, you can't knock a kid for wanting to be at the top, right? You can't knock a kid for that. But at some point, and my father always said this, at some point, expectations and reality got to meet. If you averaging 10.2 points per game and you're like the seventh man off the bench, I highly doubt it's very rare that Carolina's coming knocking on your door, unless you're just that type of guy and you're just on that great of a team. But I think that, you got to take whatever opportunity is presented to you, and whatever those opportunities are, you make the best decision, whether it's multiple opportunities to go play at the next level or if it's just one opportunity. You got to make the best of the opportunity that, was presented to you.
Whenever it comes to you and your father, when it comes to the recruiting, do y'all have like a little rivalry going on? Be like, hey, I'm going to go to this game, try to recruit this player and stuff?
We haven't really crossed paths on kids, really. My dad does a tremendous job. Him and his staff do a great job of recruiting. And sometimes we do end up in the same areas and stuff like that. But most of the times, it's very rare we'll go – since I've been here, it's very rare that we'll go after the same type of kid. Just depends on what's going on.
What does Mount Olive look at in a player whenever y'all are recruiting players?
Can they be coached? Can you be coached? We're trying to make you a better basketball player. We have you for 4 years. We're trying to make you a better basketball player. So can you be coached? That's first and foremost. And then can you play hard? I think a lot of kids get this idea of, little mixtapes and stuff like that and play hard this possession, not play hard. Can you play hard consistently? And then from there, you just we're kind of see if can you play defense? Can you guard? That's kind of Coach Higginbotham's staple. When you play University of Mount Olive basketball team with Coach Higginbotham coaching, we're good defensively. And so that's kind of what we're envisioning when we go recruit kids, and then the offensive end will take care of itself and just playing athletically.
What advice would you give upcoming high school athletes looking to get recruited on the next level?
First and foremost, the academic piece. Like I've talked about, you got to take care of the academics. If you don't take care of the academics, nobody can recruit you. Nobody can. So you have to take care of that piece. And, it's easier said than done, but you got to do it. You got to take care of that piece. Basketball is important, but the academics come first, because when it's all said and done with college basketball, can you get that degree? We want you getting degrees. I think that's for every coach in college basketball. Got to get a degree. That furthers you along. And, from there, are you working hard? Like, are you really putting in the work? Are you just goofing off about it? Like, are you really trying to get somewhere with the game of basketball, or you just trying to just look good? And I tell every kid that, like, if you want to really get where you want to go, you got to put in work. You got to work hard. You got to do what you got to do. You got to be in the gym. You got to stay on top of it. You got to watch these NBA games. You got to watch these college basketball games and really watch them. And then the third piece is really focusing on the now. I think a lot of kids are chasing that next offer or chasing this or chasing that dream. Can you work hard in the moment, in the now? And from there, everything else will take care of itself. And even if you work hard, you might not have been blessed with that ability that somebody else was. And so that's okay. But did you work hard? Did you put your head down and grind every single day? And if you do that, majority of the time, those opportunities that you were seeking or those opportunities that were put in front of you or that you wanted will come. And so I tell every high school kid that don't be chasing offers. Don't be chasing or worried about the next man. Why is his kid got offered by, Duke and I'm over here and I'm putting up the same numbers I'm offered by, or why am I over here and I got offered by Barton, but I'm not getting offered by Matt. Like he got offered by Barton, but I'm not getting offered by Barton, or he's getting offered by Mount Olive. Why am I not getting offered by Mount Olive? Everybody's destined in their own way for greatness. And so that's what you have to put your head down and do.
That's great advice. What advice would you give upcoming college coaches looking to get into the profession?
I'll say this. I'm still young in the game, so don't get it twisted. Still young. But I'll tell you this. The first thing is just learning. Learn. Be a sponge. I've had a great opportunity to work at UNC Pembroke under Coach Ben Miller, who was a tremendous boss and great opportunity. I got a chance to work with my father at Pitt Community College, and that was a tremendous experience, and he allowed me to grow and learn and be myself. Working for Coach Wes Miller at UNCG, a great coach, really, really helped me become a better basketball coach. And then working for Coach Higginbotham has been a tremendous experience as well. I think all four coaches that I've worked for are great, and they're awesome, and they're great, not only basketball coaches, but they're great men as well. And so I'm just thankful for that because I could have been anywhere else in America, but I'm so thankful that I work for those four guys. And so just being a sponge and really learning and really taking everything on a day-to-day basis has helped me tremendously and can help anybody. Just be a sponge. And the second thing I've taken away is just always being available. You're never too big for a job. Just being available. If it's, hey, man, you got to go pick up the subs from Subway. Oh, okay, I'm picking up the subs from Subway. Hey, if it's go do this, go mop the floor. Just always being available. Hey, coach, what do you need? Just being around. Coach, you need help with this scout. What's up? I can help you. Whatever you need, I can do. And that's even if you're a GA, being available to the assistant coaches. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be available. And then the third thing to me is just growing where you're planted. Just grow where you're at. Grow. Just grow where you're at. Don't worry about the next job. Don't worry about the previous job. Be focused on the job that you're at. Be focused on the job that you're at. And then the fourth thing is just genuine relationships. I think that goes further than anything. It's just those genuine relationships. Who can you rely on and who can you call on when times are tough? And, even when it comes to recruiting, like if you don't have any genuine relationships with these high school coaches or AAU coaches, why should they send you a kid? Or if you don't have if I don't have a genuine relationship with my boss, like Coach Higgs, why would he help me if I wanted to move on? Why would he help me if I don't have a genuine relationship with them? You got to have true genuine relationships with people across the board, even the administrators. Our athletic director, Mr. Eisen, I stop in his office. I say hello, just trying to build those genuine relationships with people across the board, even to the calf ladies.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media along with UMO Mount Olive College basketball?
That's tough, man. I'm not a big Twitter guy. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. You can really find me on Twitter at Coach M_Mullins. Our UMO basketball page is at UMO MBB. And then my coaching Instagram is coach _ Maso _11. So coach and then _ MASO _11. That's where you can find me on Instagram. And then definitely follow our UMO pages, UMO Twitter page, Instagram page. And then, you can give me a follow on Twitter as well.
Thank you again, Coach Mason, for your interview, and best of luck in your future at UMO.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Mason, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate the time.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.